Guys, you remember there was Overwatch on? I got so caught up in our theorizing. I forgot the Overwatch was on. Team CC versus ROC Esports. Winner qualifies for the Esports World Cup. Loser has to take on the treacherous lower bracket run. We're starting on Ilios. We're starting on Winston, as is tradition. It's going to be Farah coming out from Jinmu, which is classic. Get this guy on Farah. Let me see it. Still one of the best Farahs, but unfortunately, lost Ferrana before the fight has really started, so limited healing available now. It's going to be all on Lengtser and the Pact. They're going to keep trying to fight this one. Jinmu still trying to peek in, but they have to play this one slower. A bubble on point from Gaga should allow them to flip this point. There we go, first cap in the bag. And ROC Esports going to have to play retake. Bit of a nothing burger first fight, honestly, due with Yana dying so quickly. But now Tracer coming in behind. Suzu's been forced out here. Taejong up against Kaneki. Jinbu's going to try and get through this left-hand side. Just a bit of a spam angle right now, not really committing to anything. Belosria looking to get top back up to make his move with his bubble. He goes across now, just trying to clear the Tracer out, actually prioritizing that one. Well, far away, trying to send a bit of damage, but look at that. Belosria tries to clear the Tracer, but then Team CC, they just collapse on him. Ends up being a bit of a wasted bubble. They force some cooldowns out of the Tracer, but it's not a meaningful enough amount of cooldowns for their team to actually take space. They'll be fully reset, and they'll have to regroup and go again. Shu is coming back with Nano very soon, but we talked about this in our previous matchup as well, the Ana Brig versus Akiri Lucio. When the Akiri Lucio team have these timings, they have a great chance to run over this backline. And Farway, 2025, new year, same Farway, pops off, takes down Taejong before the fight, more time off the clock. And now Pulse Bomb actually onto Belosria as well, trying to turn that kill. Belosria is low. I think they can pocket him out of it though, so nothing from the Kaneki's Pulse Bomb. The ROC Esports are struggling to get anything going here, struggling to get out of their side of the map, struggling to even get themselves to point. And now double support ult for Team TC's next push. ROC Esports, they might even be wise to maybe even use this narrow defensively, but right now Chu, he's got eyes on his Farah, so a Nano Barrage is another option. The choice of defensive or aggressive. Primal's going to come out from Belosria. Forces the Kitsune rush out. Now they jump forward. Unknown has the beat to keep going. Down to half HP. Lengtser rally jacks as they collapse on top of him right now. And this is a disaster for ROC. They still have the Nano. They still have the Barrage. The Nano goes on to Belosria. Beat comes out from Unknown. Catches all 5 members. And they delete Belosria. The Nano is not enough. Jinmu still has the Barrage. But he has got a Winston in his face. One final swing, and Gaga will finish it. Shades of Miro. And Team CC dominate. Of course, we're going to get so many Gaga emotes during all of this, aren't we? Perfect. Alright, and that was not even close, actually, was it? Going over to Ruins now, so a chance for different comps. Belosria actually potentially... We'll see if it's just a shout out of spawn. Shout out. Or if he's actually going to commit to this Junker Queen as we move over to the flatter Ruins submap. Jinmu onto the Genji. Taejong's going to TP out of spawn, then go over to Tracer. So yeah, ROC are committing to it here. So Junker Queen into the Winston. Junker Queen is buffed, and Winston has been having a pretty hard time of it in the meta lately. Swinging over to the coast side, initially trying to get Pineapple a meaningful angle. Keep themselves away from this Junker Queen. Gaga's going to trade on that one, avoids the slash, but there's so much damage. He doesn't avoid the knife though. Farway's going to trade this one out, but it's tank advantage, so they can just push forward around this Junker Queen timing. And now eyes on Gaga if he chooses to swap this one. Pressure comes out, and they'll kill all of the players at the end. And really the big difference here is obviously that the shout timing from Belosria is now going to be scarier than it used to be. This is going to complement, obviously, playing a Tracer Genji means they can play super aggressive in a lot of these situations. Use that extra health. Kiri Lucio mirror as well. And the big interaction we want to keep our eyes on here is Gaga, really. If they can stop Gaga taking a lot of space or diving, or they punish him, It's going to be so hard. The first dive comes in now. Bubble onto the point right now. Eyes on Gaga. He's down to half HP already. Has to back jump quickly. Meanwhile, the Junker Queen can just preserve their position. Taejong is getting marked out in the back. The chase is on now for Kaneki if he can find it. Down to half HP. Pushing this Tracer. Couple of trades off screen when this happens. And all legs is in a spot of bother. He's separated from his team right now. Separated from Chu. That sets up Unknown for that kill. Pulse bomb onto the Queen as well. Should be able to finish Bellasaria as a result. Still in control of a point for now, ROC Esports, but they're on live support here. And you saw kind of that interaction. Gaga goes in with the initial bubble, but he is very quickly put on the back foot and forced to back jump. They still trade out the fight, and they've got a slight Kitsune Rush advantage, but Chu's not far behind. The bigger difference is going to be this beat coming through from Lengsa. And Bellasaria are not far away from this Rampage at all. The problem is, how can they get in versus this high ground hold? And the answer is, not at all. They are sent back to spawn as Jinmu gets caught on the rotation. And they're going to have to group up and go again. Clearing the high ground is going to be difficult. Jinmu can challenge directly, Chu can even peek with him as well, but for everyone else, unless Bellasaria can just hit a knife, it's going to be so difficult to dislodge this Freya. You see Pineapple just wants to force these cooldowns. Chu already in a spot of bother. They're going to try and rotate through. Lots of pressure onto Lengsa. Bellasaria has to shout early, and Lengsa just dies after it as well. The Rampage is going to force for Primal. Gaga comes out, though. He is marking this Genji. The chase is on. Booping Jinmu back in. Taken for a ride. No escape. And a Primal for a Rampage is a tremendously good trade for Team CC. Normally, that's for scary ult, right? You either need to have a beat, or you need a really perfect Suzu to avoid that Rampage. So being able to trade for Primal for it is perfect for him. Bellasaria is going to go over onto the Winston Mirror now so they can contest this high ground more directly. Jumping up there now, trying to force Pineapple back, and a later bubble from Gaga means they still can't quite properly clear it. They're just going to try and blade through instead, looking for it. Beat will get off. Lengsa's going to drop a later beat as well. Just catch Jinmu, who can keep slicing. Kitsune rushes out from far away, but Chu hasn't used these yet, so they can keep pushing with a Kitsune rush. They flipped around to point ROC Esports. Now, they're trying to get the objective. They've lost Jinmu on the way in, but a 1-for-1 trade means we are right in this still. Chu drops a Kitsune rush to force the point. Now, they've got back control of the point. Kaneki is pushing forward, trying to find some of these stray kills. Boop in onto Lengsa, but Lengsa's boot might just save himself. He's on a long way round. Somehow, someway, Lengsa has wormed his way out of this one. Gets back round. Taejong can recall, but now Team C, they're going to try and make use of this chaos and force for point. Lengsa is still stuck behind, fighting it out with Unknown in the back, but they've lost Farway. The Lucios are caught up fighting each other. There's no support on point. Pulse bomb hits from Taejong as well. Lots of damage, but no kill onto Gaga. There it is. Taejong finishes the blow, and ROC, they've scrapped their way out of this just about. Tracer behind the point. Forces Kaneki back. Recall out as well now. Reset as we get down to the final 10% for both teams. Primal going to be up slightly quicker for Bellasaria. Quicker beat for Unnovo. Bellasaria looking for his timing. Early pressure. Gaga's going to have to back jump already. They have to reset. Bellasaria is going to try and push the advantage with his own bubble. He zones off point and they turn their attention onto the Tracer. Kaneki has to play his life. Another jump comes through from Bellasaria. He has for Primal. He's down to half HP. He might have to Primal sooner rather than later. The beat comes out first though. Gaga's going to chase with a Primal of his own. Looking for it. Kiri CP has been forced. He's separated with Freya. Denies the health back. But the beat is up in time. Lengsa saves everyone. Gaga can't get any kills with his Primal. Bellasaria meanwhile is kind of just anchoring point. It's Freya's dead on both sides. Taejong still in the back. Pulse bomb available. Looking for the back line. Lucio in his sights, but well marked by Unknown. Now the bubble trade comes out. Suzu onto Gaga. Kitsune rush comes through from far away. Chu still needs 10%. Pulse bomb only onto the bubble. Now back in control of a point. They need this Kitsune rush. They're desperate for it. ROC Esports. Chu dies just as he gets it up, and now the ult's gone. Pulse bomb out from Kaneki, avoided by Bellasaria. Jinmu comes back with the bowler, but it's only onto the bubble. Now it's just Bellasaria. One more jump towards point, but he is taken down, and Team CC take the first map convincingly.
加黑肉伴方面 ，CC 已经是赢了一半了，是全是博弈。那最后其实 ROC 这波他打的是不错的，我觉得有很多次拉扯在里面。两边
I thought ROC were gonna, when Lengsa was able to get that beat off and nobody dies to that sort of beat Primal push, I thought that was the turning point there. But we didn't see what we were following Gaga's Primal, and Gaga's Primal just counted out by the beat, right? Couldn't quite find the kill in time. But I don't know what happened to Bellasaria's Primal. Like, he was probably forced to use it in that room because he was quite low afterwards. but didn't find any meaningful damage. If Bellusria finds a kill on that timing, they're right back in it. But didn't see exactly what happened, but that was the moment. That was the moment Bellusria needed to capitalize on to find that success. So Team CC, they got to pick map 1. They got to pick the bans. They win Ilios on the Winston. Now, choice for ROC Esports about where they want to send us. Between China and Korea, who has the better Winston players? I mean, it's... If you wanted me to put them in order, it's probably Donghak, then Gushui, then Junbin? I think what happens in China as well is once you go past Gushui, there's a chasm until we get to, you know, who's next then? Like Gaga maybe? Han Vincent? Farmer? Yeah, I mean, honestly, even in Korea, Winston is a, feels like it's a hero with very few players who have got a truly high level one, right? You really think Donghak is better than Gushui? Yeah, I think Donghak is the best tank in the world. I mean, in terms of overall tank, I think Donghak is clearly better than Gushui because Donghak's flexibility is much wider than Gushui's. But I think even on Winston, I'd pick Donghak above Gushui. By how much though? Small. Like, we're not talking like colossal gap, but if you got me to put my money where my mouth is, I'm Donghak above Gushui. But we are in, like, they're in the same tier, right? They're the best two. I think if you were to do like factor in tier breaks and stuff, right? I reckon like, ooh, let me use pink instead. Maybe that's easier to see. I think there's like Donghak and Gushui. I promise you guys that is a G. I promise you that is a G for Gushui. But then there's like a tier break before we then get like, maybe like Jumbin is next or something. Talking purely about Winston here, purely about Winston. Yeah, Wushui, yes. Hey, you finally found a channel which is streaming China OWCS? Yeah, well, I only did playoffs because a lot of the regular season clashed with Korea. But we'll be here for all China playoffs today, Saturday, and Sunday. Where is Kellen in all of this? Where's Miro in all of that? He's well and truly in the retirement home. Where is Virtus Pro's Winston Specialist Ice in all of this? Yeah, honestly, like, Kellen's up there. Nah, not Heesung. No, not Heesung. But yeah, I mean, I don't, like, again, like, purely Winston, right? Again, like, Jumbin's hero pool will put him above Kellen. But I don't think Kellen is, like, he's, like, in the side. He's not far off, honestly. Where's Kaluge? I mean, on Winston, Cuffer's not in the mix at all. I don't think. Jaehong? Jaehong Winston. Not yet. Not yet. But yeah, I mean, I think overall Overwatch is very slim on Winston players right now. Someone, I mean, I don't know what the fuck to do with someone at the moment, right? I guess neither do Falcons. Because if you asked me at the start of the year, right, I would put someone around like here almost, maybe even above Jumbin at the start of the year. I would have told you someone was above him. But what? I mean, Jumbin, someone's recent form. I don't know. I don't even know what to do with him. I'll boot up a Preds as well. That was in Winston we were talking about, in Winston.
这个就很难受了。那你只能寄希望于第二张图。
Yeah, but I don't know what to do with someone right
但
now.
很遗憾，运气又没有站在 ROC 这边。第二张图是废墟，根本就不是法老之鹰图。
You think it's become a specialist pick? Yeah, I think that's fair. Where do I sit on all of this? At the top.
是的，也是，确实是。
Right here.
我们都知道废墟是最
Right between Donghak and Gushui, slightly above.
单位去做发挥。那我觉得其实还是今天 Team C 在选图上给到了 ROC 这边一些针对。刚老师也提到，先选图之后，然后你看你上人，然后去在英雄的班局上去做针对嘛，确实让金木这边打得很难受。这个时候，如果是 ROC 这边
Yeah, I mean, I think that's fair, Jet. Like, if you think of all of the success Toronto had with someone's Winston, most of it was actually playing dive into Brawl. I think Team Toronto last year was way better at that matchup, probably because they played it more often, honestly, right? And also allowed Vega to play Alari and Kiri and stuff like this. But in general, playing the dive, Toronto's dive into some kind of ground tank or brawly type, whatever you want to call it, that was their best matchup. In a dive mirror, I don't think they were really like that much on a level against a lot of them. Tracer players, I mean, number one is easy. Easy, actually. Tracer players, I think it's Stalker. Then I'm probably like Hisang. Who am I forgetting? Honestly, I still think Proper would be around here, you know? Like, Proper's in the mix. Not Sparkle. Oh yeah, Sugar Free, yeah. And then there's probably like... I don't know exactly how I'd put them all, but like, there's like a sugar-free Kevster around here. I know Kevster's not had a very good year so far, right? But sugar-free and Kevster are probably in the mix. And then I'm gonna like put him slightly below, but then there's probably players like Jwoo, Zest. Who am I forgetting? Psycho, yeah, Psycho, of course. Honestly, Psycho might even be, yeah. Oh, yeah, Alpha Yi. I mean, yeah, you're right. If Alpha Yi still played, if Alpha Yi was still allowed to play, he would be right up here, I think, with Hisang and Proper, honestly. But unfortunately, he is in Lucio jail. I don't think Zomba hits this at the moment. Like, Zomba's super talented, but I don't think comes into this top equation yet. I wouldn't put Zero that highly. Like, he's not far off, but maybe like here or something. Leave, of course, yeah, Leave's probably closer to like here or something, you know? Put Zero above Sugar Free and your soul might be forgiven. No, honestly, just wait until this weekend, right? Do you think SSG steal it all? Oh yeah, Pelican. Pelican's probably around here, I'd say. It's not Pelican's best hero, but he's still very good. So something, I know it's like a very rough one, but that's kind of like the rough scale in my head. Lip Tracer. I put Lip Tracer. I don't know. Lip probably has, like... I always feel with Lip, it's the best hit scan Tracer. Like, of a hit scan player who plays Tracer, Zip is maybe the best, unless you count Stalker, which feels like cheating, which it probably is. Or Proper also feels like cheating. But Lip has the best of, like, a mostly hit scan player Tracer, but I'd still put Lip below, like, a lot of like the main Tracer players, even players like Pelican or something. I'd put him below it, you know. All right, power rankings done for a bit. Donghak Tracer obviously on top of the world. You guys all know how I feel about Donghak. Predictions closed. We are on to Circuit Royale. Let's do a quick recap here because it's going to be a relatively slow first fight. It was ROC Esports pick, of course, so no surprise after how the Ilios dive went that we are going into a world where they want to take us to a ground tank fight, and it's going to be double hit scan Orisa, a Juno ban in the back from ROC, trying to stop Team CC playing any of these comps we maybe saw from the Weibo team of a Hangzhou Major, where they play like an aggressive D.Va version here. Billadeng is in as well, also playing the Orisa. I'm excited to see more of Billadeng. Very much been touted as the biggest upcoming prospect in China, but Promise means nothing if you can't deliver. Didn't deliver in stage 1 at all, Billadeng, with limited opportunities on ROC Esports, but a chance for revenge, as we do need a pause here. So now give it a bit more of a respite. It was a ram ban on the other side from Team CC, so that's why we're seeing so much Orisa. Potential, you could play Sigma maybe, but I feel like Sigma is kind of too squishy a hero into too many things here. Internet problem, the observer said. Thank you, Lumos. Okay.
只要 CC 等到矩阵 ，CC 一定是优势。因为它是有加速。
Billadeng didn't even play stage 1. Yeah.
对手没有加速，对手是伊拉瑞加巴蒂，他只要一个提速过去，然后小美隔一个，不用封得很死，隔一个隔断墙。
Does have him play Tracer? He plays Fat Tracer.
上去喷，加上矩阵伤害，一定能秒到人。是，但是问题是现在。
Shy Tracer? No, I wouldn't rank Shy Tracer that highly at all.
之前的这几秒钟会不会被 A 死人？刚才我们看到小美的冰箱都已经交掉了，而且又甩到了那个大直道的地方。
How's map 1? Like competitive, but not that close. But we were also, it was Ilios and we just ended up in like Winston Mirrors both times. So Winston Mirror definitely seems in favor of CC. Very different matchup. That is back underway here. Window comes out really early from far away, but the disengage is good from ROC. They did get a late lamp force out from Chu, who is trying to save Taejong on the coast. Chance to now push with their window advantage. Chu is going to swing around the corner. Belos Ria is going to Terror Surge, pulls them all in. Good defensive wall from Kaneki. Lamp has been forced out as well. Limited cover now for Team CC. Dia looking to swing with this one as well. Forces the ice block on point. Beat comes out from unknown. It's a quite far back beat though, with the Captain Sun is still up. Lexer can finish it here if he can find the connect. Gets for Lucio in the air. Nares for damage, trying to trigger onto the Baptiste as well. Will get the trigger going off. Lexer kills 2 in the back. Now they can turn and just finish off a front line as well. And decent layering there from ROC Esports. They use the window Terror Surge. They force every single possible defensive cooldown. But beat push back from unknown. Not very good. Not very good really at all. Too far back. They couldn't connect onto any sort of meaningful or squishy targets. And then Lexer just had the finishing blow. Captive Sun ready to go. Now retake for Team CC. ROC Esports want to hold the close choke though. They have a Terror Surge to get out of this, but need to get some of these squishies in it. They're just going to try and poke their way out here. Generally, how these compositions will go is with the Mei, Team CC can win through wall trades, bully the front line a lot. ROC Esports, they need angles and space, and this overclock is going to give them a whole lot of space right now. Again, Team CC are backed up into a corner. Billadeng going to try and push out. Window and Terror Surge just pulls for Orisa in. Not too much damage. It's a pretty poor Terror Surge, all things considered, from Billadeng, and that is 2 ults just to stabilize the fight. Now ROC Esports are going to have their window Terror Surge timing coming right around the corner. So ball is in their court, so to speak. Belos Ria going to look for the opportunity. Just farming the last bit of this ult right now. Going to start walking forward. Chu has this window to go very soon. Team CC back up to the corner, so Chu's going to try and take a lot of space. Javelin to try and force out Kaneki. If he gets that ice block, he will keep pushing with this Terror Surge. Belos Ria has it ready to go. They are so low in the corner. They want to force a few more cooldowns. They won't give them yet. Unknown's getting very close to a beat, but the Freya Jewel in the air. Pineapple's going to lose that one. Now Dia's got a big angle on point. Unknown is desperate for this beat. Belos Ria pushing forward. Terror Surge in. Got the Lucio. The Lamp doesn't save him. Lamp is killed by Dia, and the Terror Surge will finish for damage. And Team CC, just as they were about to get all of their ults, they die. They're going to lose it on second, and this is going to be a big old time bank.
中间这一段的话，说实话 ，Kaneki 这个小美，她的一个冰桥，包括隔断也好，还是自己双招保魔也好，说实话没有给 RC 太大的一个压力。
Disappointing for Team CC there. Feels like they're struggling to really make use of this Mei in a lot of the neutrals. Getting stuck in these corners, getting stuck in the back on the back foot. And then that just gives Dia and Taejong space to work with. Sets up easier ult to their team as well. Now Team CC have a big old ult bank, and boy do they need to stabilize. They've got 4 minutes to try and hold this third point. They have to come through this tiny door at the top. Belos Ria looking for a boop off the map, but cannot connect. Keeping them pinned in here as the payload continues to move forward. Team CC, they've got ult advantage. They are defenders, they have to touch it. Belos Ria's just going to use 2 cooldowns to try and keep him at this choke. But Team CC, flat-footed, hesitant here. What are they doing? Look how far the payload's gone. They go into the back window. Team CC. It's been a timid Circuit Royale from them so far. And now they are almost in one-fight territory here. ROC Esports have not had to use a single ult, not had to survive a single ult, and they've got most of the way through third point. Freya Jewel goes off. Bolts will be traded. Both Freyas will live though. Still control of the high ground here, Team CC with their Mei. Dia's trying to take that fight a little bit now. They've actually forced for Lampo. Oh no, the boot! Where are you going, Taejong? He can't. He keeps trying to slide. He can't. Unno was marking the coast with the Mei. They try and use an overclock to retake the high ground, but Unno is marking it. Alright, and Team CC's patience maybe works out okay, because that was only a 1-for-1 ult trade. Bellistry is going to try and turn with a Terror Surge, but everyone gets out with that. Unknown gets the beat off. Now they're going to push with their own Terror Surge. Forces a lot of cooldowns damage as well. Finishes one. Bowler was actually eaten during all of that as well. They'll clean this up, but Dia's still trading actually. He's pushing forward. They've got the Orisa stuck in here. Billadeng is going forward, desperate for kills, but he can't do it. Bellistry is going to eat all the damage. And oh dear, Team CC, they have thrown 4 ultimates into this and they have made a mess of it. Kaneki has the Blizzard for the recontest here, and they need that to find value. ROC Esports, they can window early here. Captive Sun to finish. Taejong's actually pushing the flank as well. Eyes on the top control here, because Kaneki can keep point anchored with the Blizzard here. They're going to try and window. Spin is used. There's a chance of a Blizzard now as well. But the battle on the flank right now. They're coming through. Captive Sun has been popped. Farway is in all sorts of trouble. He's going to get triggered. They've won the high ground control. The Blizzard doesn't even come off from Kaneki. Disaster for Team CC. Billadeng is left standing on point, but he can't do anything. It's going to be a full cap. Late staggers coming out right now for Team CC. They can maybe... one more touch from a Tracer. The Tracer dies. There we go. Over the line. Oh, what a disaster hold. First and second point, really just timid. Timid, scared, losing the battle of the angles, not getting enough out of their Mei for Team CC. And then third point, oh my god, we were so scared on third point. Give away half a point for free, don't make use of our ult advantage. Eventually, once we get to the big ult trade, we make a mess of it. I mean, actually, it almost worked out, right? When they got that kill, they got that boop off onto the overclock. It felt like they were just able to trade 1-for-1. But then they make a big old mess of the ult trade afterwards. Undo's beat to survive the Terror Surge. Maybe they needed it, maybe they didn't. It feels rubbish either way. And yeah, honestly, 1 minute 40 time bank, or 1 minute 41 time bank. It feels like it should have been worse for Team CC, actually. Feels like it should have been worse for him there. Did Kaneki not use ult all game? Definitely didn't use it on third point. Did he use it on second? Use it on first?
那确实，这个让对方降速的选择啊，不管是地图上也好，还是英雄的 DP 上也好，确实有给到对方一些。
Did he use it on first point? I'm trying to think back. Missed it. Used it, but missed it. Yeah, I mean, whichever way you crack it, like, whichever way you crack it down, it was low value, right? Now they're going to go for a different approach here, Team CC. Obviously, the Orisa mirror was not working. Now they have gone Sigma. So now, a lot of ways to punish the Orisa, right? Now on their wall timings, they can use the ROC to try and force the Forcify, because obviously, remember, ROC cancelled spin. So they can still bully in this front line. They've got Farway on the Alari as well, so it's still going to be a game through front line versus angles. Pineapple trying to take a little bit of space now. Stuffed at the choke. Billadeng, half HP already, has to be careful. It's this Sojin position they need to try and deal with right now. They're trying to walk over there. Billadeng putting pressure on. Taejong's going to take a bolt, slide backwards. More pressure coming through. Healing Pylon is keeping Taejong in his position. Has another slide soon, so he can get out if he needs it. And they are slowly but surely taking space. And they kill Taejong on the way out. Pineapple's found a kill during all of that as well. And this time, they get it done. You saw just the barrage, the peppering of Taejong's position there to force him out. Once they force that second slide, they're ready to catch his exit. And okay, a pretty clean point for Team CC. No ults required. Big Captive Sun advantage, slight window advantage. Options for the snowball here, and look at Team CC. They've walked up so far. Captive Sun as well. And anything? No, it's a miss from Farway. Oh, he doesn't find anything with it. They can keep this forward hold for now, keep making it difficult for ROC Esports to take space while the payload continues to move. But a missed opportunity there for Farway. Walking up, Billadeng taking a decent kite back with his Matrix here, avoided this window damage. Now some ult bled out as well. Now the Flux to turn it. He's got the Baptiste in it. Can they kill the Bap in the air? They kill the Bap before he lands. The lamp keeps everyone else safe, but they are so low with no Baptiste healing now. Belos Rio is going to die on point. They are saving their ults for the retake now, ROC Esports. But Team CC's Sobel is looking very, very good. Just got to avoid any oh my god, they just got to avoid any trades, but Dia! That's for Blizzard as well! Will Kaneki ever get a good Blizzard off? Not if he dies late like this. Oh, and that was the ult they needed for the snowball now. ROC Esports have so much coming back. Even though they have all these ults, ROC Esports, the Blizzard can disrupt it. Where is Kaneki? Oh, he's so slow on the May. Run, Kaneki, run. We need this Blizzard. Billadeng's going to play the left-hand side position, but he has to be careful because Billadeng is very committed here. Belos Rio is flying out this Terror Surge, pulls 3 people in. They die. Rock from Billadeng gets the trade, but it's too little too late. Oh, they are going to fall apart. And oh, how different that might have looked with a Blizzard in position. Now Team CC, they still have good ults, but they have to walk up this treacherous slope. Both teams going to regroup, but the double hit scan is going to be deadly on this high ground. D is going to have a bowler for this rotate as well, and a Captive Sun. Billadeng's going to clear this Orisa off as best he can right now. They're all swinging. Captive Sun in the back from Lexa looking for it. Does he find anything? Did he get the mate? Does get the mate. Only forces an ice block now, and Kaneki wants to chase Lexa. Lexa's on the run out, can get back out to their team, and Belos Rio wasn't so fortunate. Unknown's window is really, really shallow. It's relieved a bit of pressure, but no real threat to ROC Esports. So Belos Rio will continue to hold this position, and look at the HB. Unknown forced into Lexa's line of sight, and this cross is so difficult for him now. They'll be fully reset here. A few late deaths as well. I think someone... Is that Pineapple maybe still stuck in as well? Oh no, it's for Sigma. It's Billadeng stuck in still. Oh wait, it's not just stuck in. Belos Rio is pushing for the kill. Can they get him out of this? Billadeng's trying to live. He can't live. Oh, bad to worse right now. More time off the clock. Team CC have a lot of ults coming back now. They can start early with the Captive Sun. Try and clear people from that high ground. Honestly, if they want, they can even Flux early. Flux early. Try and get a key target. Captive Sun to finish it. You need to use ults to turn this fight. It's such a hard retake. You need to use your ults. And then if you use that Flux and Captive Sun, even if you don't get kills, maybe at least you can get Kaneki in a position to use a good Blizzard. Pineapple's going to start nice and early with this Captive Sun. Gets it, but only onto the front line, I think. Wait, no, a trigger onto the back line as well. Choosing big trouble. Taejong as well, trying to get the trigger there. Can't get the trigger in time. The shield is good from Billadeng. Far away gets the kill. They're walking forward. Blizzard is out in all of that. They're going to freeze up. Belos Rio is frozen. The shield can't keep him alive, but Dia is trading kills. Taejong as well. Kaneki is still in there. He's 1 HP though. And Dia and Taejong there, they got closer with the ults, but again, the Blizzard only really onto the Orisa. The Captive Sun. Far away was 1 trigger away. If he had gotten that trigger, he maybe turns like 2 kills or something instead. It's for kind of... to make this retake, and I keep telling you it's difficult. It is really difficult. You need to make plays. Billadeng now has the Flux, and they nearly have the window. Shield up from Belos Rio. Trying to poke their way around, taking this Freya battle. No meaningful bolts yet as Pineapple was repelled. Trying to come round this hide. Captive Sun out in response. Now it comes out. Remember, Lamp has been used actually. Unknown's in such big trouble against this Orisa. Now dropping down. Forces the Mei out of position. Belos Rio will be able to take over. Ice block has been forced. Belos Rio has to be careful not to get traded, but can get the right side of that shield. Another shield up, and actually, wait, how have they done this? Kaneki's killed Lexa underneath, and Far Away and Pineapple just find it. They've gone too far. Rock fumble. They had such good position. 3 trade kills out of nothing, and then it's not just trade kills, it's a fight win. It looked like they were in good position, but look at Dia here. All the way from third point, the big flank for this retake. I don't think they know, but Team CC still have good ults. Taejong's going to try and overclock through here, busting through this wall, coming through. Dia's flank is going to come into play with the bowler soon, but Belos Rio is so low. They need Dia to find some with this. Taejong has come out and he's got 1. Here it comes. Flux on the choke. They are all so low. They need their hit scans to trade kills. Dia is pushing in now. Farway turns to deal with that threat. Even trade so far. Billadeng alone on point now. He's outmanned, outgunned. He's going to hit the rock onto Lexa, but it's a 3v1. Oh, and they're not going to be able to get the touch from this either. Unknown is going for it, but not a possible effort. Oh, they nearly clutched it out there. Dia didn't even get initial value out of that big flank. I mean, there is also, it also must be said that even if he doesn't get if he doesn't get direct value out of all of that, then if he can at least get even though Dia doesn't get like he doesn't light up the kill feed, right, and he doesn't hit the like get big bowler value or anything like this, the fact that he is behind is probably causing a lot of chaos in the Team CC side.
像泰囧在正面给自己超频，有盾的掩护。那后排这边的话，迪亚的绕后，其实在最后一波起到很关键的作用。
这个盾其实 ROC 在这张图确实一直是点盾的啊，这绝对不是说白狼加点。
What are we saying? China? First time China?
他本身后排也是打了一个多枪的体系，
没错。
用这个盾。
Would you ever play? Oh, it's just a Mama Hamter message.
奥利加自己的生存可能就更多的用金身。
Oh, we're just having a go now. Come on, Mama Hamter.
就刚才时间到3分半。
You have to be smarter with these. Normally, your rage baits is better. Now you're just being disrespectful.
一波推过去。
就堵门一波过，如果不能一波过，被防守方占了个高台，就这个结果。你那个高低坡就是很难过啊。
就保底来说要卡很久，那最后甚至可能推不到点。
就那波4个大的团没打下来，你就是3分半也过不了。
对，没错。好，我们来看一下双方在这张地图精彩回放，稍后回来。
6 of a rage bait can't just raid. Yeah, Preds, I can do it. All right, so ROC Esports right back in it, 1-1, and. It feels like both maps, when both teams got to, you know, for Team CC, the dive comp felt pretty comfortable for them. And actually, this Circuit Royale felt pretty comfortable for ROC Esports as well. So, you know what this means? Seems we are in a Tennis Fury situation. Yeah, Lengtser didn't leave. He was kicked after a... I'm gonna refrain from... I can't remember the exact details, so I don't want to spread misinformation here. But I guess unsavory is probably, at the minimum, unsavory. An unsavory interaction with a fan, and then he was kicked. He didn't kill a family. That's in the misinformation territory here.
策略上，包括在节奏上，可能稍有点区别。我觉得从节奏上来看 ，ROC 不管是在这张图的通过英雄的 BP， 还是自己临场的选择上，其实做的都是很好的。
其实比利登他刚才的这个西格玛的个人操作，完全没有问题。
He didn't kill 2 families. I think he might have eaten children, though. I think that one might be true, yeah.
就杜绝掉了一个体系的可能性，叫做卢肖、巴蒂斯特、拉玛萨、小美。这个体系我们在韩国在比赛，
Allegedly,
这是一个比较突进型的体系。
对，格大加速减速。
那 CC 这边，因为他们自己可能也清楚，我如果做这种伊拉瑞巴蒂对 A 的话，估计不占什么。
Oh, okay. Otter has got us the true facts of it, yeah. So if anyone does want to know, that's the situation, which is why he was off, well, off Weibo or whatever they were called at the time.
这张图的各方面来讲的话，确实是 ROC 做的更好一些。
Can I explain where your family went then? I think they might have just left you, Hopper. Might have just been, you know, coming back, pop into the shop to buy cigarettes situation, never come back.
我觉得 ROC 这边可能相对来说会吃到来自于英雄 BP 上更多的一些限制。刚刚我们可以看到
Who's Billadenk? Makunda asks in YouTube chat. I do remember YouTube chat exists. Just an upcoming Chinese player. I think probably best known for his Zarya. Even though we didn't see it there, but that's probably his best. He's probably much more of a ground tank player than like Winston or Hazard or stuff like this. He had like a very promising showing back in, was it, I want to say January Pro Chaser. He looked really promising, but then he was on ROC Esports for Stage 1, barely played, didn't look that good when he did play. Obviously, he comes in for this important match here against Team CC ROC Esports, winner goes to the Esports World Cup, remember? But that was a pretty underwhelming showing from Billadenk. So I don't know. Yeah, so I'm still high on Billadenk, but it doesn't feel like we've actually seen any of it come to pass. Is Uncoachable dropping today? Yes. Once we are done with the Chinese fixtures today, the Chinese playoffs, which will be after this match actually, so maybe not too long to wait. Give me a bit of time to do like the YouTube admin with Spotify get uploaded, but it will be coming out on YouTube and Spotify with Psycho.
这个双前排去压制一下对方的位置，拉侧翼。
不过说到卢西奥裂空啊，两个队好像还没有特别真正的硬碰卢西奥裂空，是吧
A few people still high on Billedeng.
感觉还是弗雷亚的压制力更强，打出来了弗雷亚的效果。那第二张图
更多是这个 C 位博弈。
哎，对。
新节目的法老执行员是啥
？Yes, Panda. I'll upload it afterwards, or I can make. Should I try and upload it now? This is gonna be alright. Everyone, get ready to lag. Hold on to something. Hold on to someone near and dear. Let's see if I can upload a video while locally recording and streaming. Oh, you're asking for thumbnails? Let's do the test anyway. We can certainly do Preds as well as we go on to Surabasa. Alright, Preds are open. This is obviously going to be Team CC's pick. And this will be Weibo Gaming versus Milk Tea. Alright, I'm uploading in 3, 2, 1. Shout if you lag. And we can... no, I can always just wait until after the thing. Ban's coming in as well. Brig ban on the side of CC. ROC Esports going to ban Freya.
就很明确了，主辅的话，一般来说是卢笑加上布里奇塔的一个英雄池嘛。
I shouldn't have asked you guys, because now you guys are just trolling me. Just trolling me.
他们打算用卡西迪这套，他们之前打的很多，
那就好理解了。是。他是掐准了 CC 选这个图是想打放狗冲的。
哎 ，OK， 那我接嘛。
You guys are all writing F for fine, right? F means fine. Just like my family, he left the stream.
那自己这边的话，这套卡组合其实很好去接这套阵容。
一边切一边突，两边都是带裂空的。
没错。
CC 是用毛家来突进啊。
Alright, the game's starting. So I'm so close to believing you guys. I'm so close to believing you guys. I'm just gonna cast the game though. Somebody saw Mauga. Shiba has given the game away. The Mauga was the giveaway. Nice try, guys. Nice try. You honestly, I was this close. I was this close to believing you. Mauga out from Gaga here as we continue the ground tank matchup here. Gonna be BAP on the side of ROC Esports, but Gaga, the death of Mauga, it's not been exaggerated. Still losing. I mean, this first point is so long and open and just shooty. It's really hard for the Mauga to force point because he's just exposed to everything. Then after that cardiac overdrive timing, he's just vulnerable. ROC Esports are going to push forward a little bit after this as well. Get a bit more volume for you. Gaga's wait! The death of Mauga has been greatly exaggerated. What if the Mauga just runs back in and kills 2 people? Disaster for ROC Esports. Absolute disaster for him here. Do all the hard work, play a good neutral, exploit some of the downsides of Mauga on this type of point. Then just feed. Good news for ROC though is they do have a lot of their ults coming up slightly quicker for this retake, so they can start forcing point with Window, and Team CC will be forced to choose. Do they disengage for Window, or do they try and stomp through it? The choice will be Gaga's. Eyes on him as he goes for this one. Window is going to be used to force for point, and Team CC, they choose patience. Kaneki's going to try and get a bit of an angle, but that's been marked out. The flip goes for way of ROC. Team CC are going to wait for their Kitsune rush instead, so it is a game of patience as they top up Pineapple right now. Lengsa has the beat as the Tracer comes in the back. Doesn't find all that much. Kitsune rush will come out, pushing forward right now, but Gargo's still deleted. Taejong's pulse. Beat comes through. Suzu there as well. Double support off for Team CC and the overclock, but the high note minimizes the value. Pineapple just an Orisa to try and kill, but a lamp on the Terror Surge keeps Bellistry alive through all of it. And ROC Esports good for it again. Remember, they flipped point at the start of that. And Team CC, the Mauga is just dead. Big use for ROC Esports and all of that. They did have to burn everything. Confirms them for point. And Team CC, well, they actually still don't have the cage yet. Honestly, the Mauga, even like before any of the patch changes or anything like that, the Mauga was feeling like it was falling out of the meta compared to Ram, compared to Orisa, stuff like this. But it doesn't feel like the patch, I mean, doesn't feel like the patch has really changed anything. Obviously, there was a slight buff for Mauga, but very minimal in terms of all of this. Now trying to peek onto point. Garga still needs 20% for this ult as well. So it's going to be a neutral for a little bit first as Taejong marks the Tracer out the back. Now ROC Esports going to take a little bit of space on point. And the onus is on Team CC. Garga has barely claimed any. He stomps in now. Suzy to keep him alive. Defensive lamp onto Dia. Trying to deal with this Tracer. Tracer in his face. Recall has been forced. Good dink there. Confirms the kill. Sets it up for Bellisria. And now they can repush. But Garga nearly has the cage. The window is out. Garga's going to have no chance to use this cage. I guess it's a bad time to be Samoan. Now as well, this cage has taken so long, and because they've lost the fight, they've actually got a lot of good answers here, ROC Esports. The Terror Surge gives Bellisria great survivability. Lengthser even nearly has a beat to mirror that one out. And even Dia, high nooning in the back, can make the cage a bit of a scary ult to go for now. So cage not the ult it used to be in the fight before. Lots of better answers now for ROC Esports. Team CC are going to just try and start the fight with a bit of a point force, get a bit of an angle to clear this. Orisa spin has been forced out. Looking for their timing. In goes Garga. Look, no cage just yet. They've lost Pineapple on the way through. The beat comes through now. High noon in the back. Forced him to de-peek. The cage comes out with a Terror Surge. Bellisria is just going to get in the cage out of respect. Dia is killed for Tracer behind. The Pulse Bomb comes in. Garga can't run away from that one. And Dia is good for all the cleanup here. And that's going to be a clean second point for ROC Esports as well. And it's maybe a recontest if they really go fast. Yeah, Garga's going to go ball, potentially. Okay, they're going to go for it, actually, maybe. They're going to try and get the touch. Garga's going to cut. They've got Kitsune Rush. But as long as Lengthser gets this beat off successfully, ROC Esports should be able to get the second support ult, and they should be in a good position here. Garga doesn't even get the touch. So, none of that comes to pass. And now Garga probably going to take a quick reset. They do kill Chu late, but it's not going to be that consequential. They'll pick up Chu from spawn here, ROC Esports, and can go across the map over to point E. It is obviously Team CC's side of the map, so they can set up, and Garga's just going to stick the ball here, actually. Kitsune Rush and Beat will most likely even counter each other out. Going to be maybe Pineapple. If I'm Team CC here, I maybe want to go early with Overclock, actually. Try and force this beat early if I can. Slam comes through, and why force a beat early when you just kill people? Kaneki's going to come on Garga's timing there, and the Slam gets the job done, but Garga dies on the way out. ROC Esports, they're down their Baptiste, but they can maybe contest this point if they really want here. It's a little bit scary, but no, they're going to go for it. Taejong's going to get the first touch here. Kitsune Rush from far away to try and force it. Bellisria, though, he can just kite this one out. There's not even too many people shooting at him. He gets back around the corner. This has bought time for Garga to respawn. Now a window from Chu in response. No ults just yet from Team CC. They have the overclock if they want to go. Here comes Pineapple now on the flank. The beat though is good from Lengthser. Catches everyone. Pineapple will slide back. Full pocket. But there's a pulse bomb as well. Overclock shut down. Kaneki is... Did he DC? Hands off keyboard moment for Kaneki there as he just accepts his fate. And Team CC seem all atsy playing this version of the composition. They come back with mines and beat though, so good ults to push with. Really, if I'm Team CC, my ball, my Tracer, we need to put this Bap and Cass under pressure. They need to get punished. They should be the squishy heroes, especially of it. Now the mines come through. Oh, and Chu dead as a result of that Slam. The high noon is just going to be used, well, for a whole lot of nothing, just pivoting back to point. ROC Esports can get bled out now. Bellisria still has the Terror Surge, but difficult to connect onto a meaningful target with Team CC's comp. They're just going to try and take angles now and clear Bellisria off. ROC Esports won't be completely upset if they just lose slow. Pulse Bomb now onto the Orisa. Terror Surge comes out. Beat in response. Bellisria's going to die for it, but honestly, that trade's just good. Unknown. I mean, we shouldn't have to beat every Terror Surge. Dia's going to get a late trade, actually. The Slam comes through. The fight's not over yet. Lamp has been forced as they keep pushing for kills. Chu is in a lot of danger. They will clean it up in the end here, but having to beat every Terror Surge, really rough for the ult economy here. We talk so often about the Kiri Lucio into Anna Brig, in terms of these are the key push ultimates. The same is true into Baptiste, right? The Bap and Cash should be so killable on these Kitsune Russian beat timings. But if we are having to beat defensively just for a Terror Surge or something, we never get to beat push. You look at the best teams in the world, successful beat pushers. Pineapple has gone onto the Venture now as well as they go all in on the dive. Slam and Suzu comes through as they commit to that. There's going to be a Venture on Burrow as well, and Chu is in all sorts of trouble. Forced back in, opens the door. Kaneki and Pineapple, positive trade for them. They are still flying in. Taejong ends up taking himself down with his pulse bomb. Rolled into there, but the dive is good. And this is a little bit more what you want to see. You see how Kitsune Rush comes through there. Team CC, initial slam, they force the lamp. Kitsune Rush over the top. They keep committing to the dive. And all of a sudden, Chu's life just becomes impossible. Now another slam on the rotation here. Looking for it. Pulse bomb is out as well. Lengths is going to die to that one. The lamp doesn't save him at all. And all of a sudden, the ball turnaround is starting to look possible. Bellisria will get himself onto point. But no choice but to die here, and Team CC, the swap seems good. Just an all-in dive comp now, Team CC. Chu has the window. I'd really consider swapping if I was Chu. Just go Kiri or something. Just something a bit more survivable in these situations. Nexa has the beat for this next dive, though, so in theory, they have the insurance policy here. Gargo's going to set up early, looking for a slam through. He's going to drop the mines here, gets the slam, catches him up. Lamp not used by Chu yet. He milks it, then the beat comes off. Great work from the backline of ROC Esports. They played that so well. They didn't use anything a second before they had to. They still lose Chu, as is the nature of playing Baptiste into these competitions. But they get a lot of value out in these cooldowns. Gargo is just going to have to play his life. And they'll get first flip as a result, ROC. Chu still has window. Starting on point. Decision now where ROC want to hold with their backline. They're just back in main right now, just trying to use distance as a protective force. But Team CC, they've taken the high ground. It's going to be a rotation for ROC Esports. Gargo's going to try and slam the rotation. Chu is in the air, has the lamp to get himself out of that one. Drops the window as well. The lamp is still up. They are all so low. Shield thrown out just to try and help the backline, but the backline lives. How on earth did Chu survive that? How on earth did Chu survive that? Booped up in front of everyone, and no one can find the finishing blow. Hell of a survive from Chu. And now, all of a sudden, one fight away from taking the lead in the series for the first time, ROC Esports. Beat, push available. Kitsune Rush not far behind from Team CC. It should be a really difficult situation for ROC Esports backline to live, but early pressure on this Lucio could cause problems. Pulse bomb thrown out is wide from Taejong. Chu has had his lamp forced already. Pineapple will get traded here. Cass effective into the Venture, but here's the beat over top. And that should finish the job. They actually use both support ults, though, actually. It's not over yet. Bellisria and Taejong are still battling around. They found a trade. Slam comes through. There's still a bit of people here. Mines and Pulse Bomb used to try and get that kill. And oh, now Team CC have had to spend everything for this, haven't they? They've had to spend everything, and they can't afford to lose a fight now on this point. It's all on this Tectonic Shock, but if Lexa can get this beat off, the Tectonic Shock is going to be so hard to confirm a kill with. Kaneki harassing early, Unburrow comes through, flashbang used, Dia forced back. The slam comes in as well, Lamp has been forced, they push for the kill for Tectonic Shock, it gets two! It's huge, Lexa's not in a position to beat it! And they will bleed this out, they can maybe even get a late kill here onto it. Huge! Huge for Team CC as they cling onto this map. Remember, this was CC's map pick as well. They've got no ults, they are setting up early. If Lexa gets the beat off, ROC should be fine to survive the onslaught. Slam comes through, doesn't find all that much of anything. Pineapple's going to be forced to burrow as well. Javelin as well on the Suzu. Lynx has just dropped the beat, but they need kills with this beat. Yeah, they chase down Pineapple, and that's one kill. CC can play for a later recontest in all of this. Playing for it, early pressure onto Farway. He's awfully low, has to be careful. Gaga goes for a slam, traded by Bellisria now. Lamp has been forced out, and that might just be it. In the end, the beat is the insurance policy that ROC Esports need. They drop the high noon to make any touch impossible or fatal. And ROC Esports hold on to the versus the ball swap. Certainly harder, though. Certainly harder for him. Bit surprised they didn't start on some version of that comp instead. For Mauga was not it.
会在自己选的图通过
I think we can all agree that Malga was not it,
那
but
这
the
样的下来的
ball
话，其实确实对阿瑟来说很大的一个利好。
the
而且这
ball
张没
certainly
有那么多的所谓
the
的
ball
战术
certainly caused them a
博弈
lot
方
of
面的
problems.
胜
Is this
利
game
对双
important?
方是纯
Yes.
正
So
面对麦王
winner goes to the
所以这
Esports
张
World
图拉
Cup
瓦
already
以后
qualifies.
上线
Seeding
图出来
will be
他就是要
determined by the rest of the
扑你
bracket.
他办了不
Loser isn't out of it because we're in upper bracket. They have to
我两个选项，要不然
they have to go
你
through the
要
lower
不然接
bracket though.
哎
我就告诉你
So
我就是
if I
对的。
drop a
那
little
最后结
refresh
论
on
就是他
this.
接住了。
那尤
We
其
can
是
see
我
Milk
看到
Tea already losing to
当二
Weibo
场
earlier,
双
playing
方
up against
要
Little
是
Sheep,
波
and the
接
loser
到
of this
大家
game
的
has to play
优势
zones.
是把对面秒到
In
从这个
reality,
时候开始
whoever
非常
loses this game should
哇
still
那
be
这样的话
favourite
，CC 这
to
边
crush the
很
lower
难受啊。
bracket.
对
Remember, it's top three go through to the Esports World Cup, so Weibo already in, the winner of this game also in, and then it's whoever reaches the lower bracket final from the lower bracket who will also get the third spot.
还接怎么办？那我如果不打放狗扑，我换什么呢？
So, important game, but CC and ROC should still feel
那
heavy
对方是
favourites
卡住自己的优
to
势
get
只
to
能可以接
qualify
得
for the
住
Esports
那对于
World
兄
Cup.
弟们来说，他们
But
其实也不
always
是说在
nicer to do it on day
比
one
较对位
and
的
have to go
对
through
方
a
的
scary lower
更
bracket
多
over
的
the
是
next
对方
couple of
的一个
days.
思路、一个策略是针对到这种，同时在技能效率上还是 ROC 这边更高一点。我觉得其实如果要冲的话，也可以再冲冲看，但是要提防对面再拿这套街去打你。
是的，那么我们先来看一下这张地图的精彩回放啊。
So, we were talking about Tennis Theory as the map versus 2 maps were traded, but now, losing their own map pick puts CC on the back foot in this series. They had map pick advantage coming in because they won the regular season. They had a higher regular season finish after beating ROC back then. But now, it means as we go through the series, it is map pick advantage for ROC Esports. Out of the 3 remaining maps, if we need all 3 of them, it's going to be... next one is going to be picked by Team CC, and then everything after that is going to be the choice of ROC. So CC now. I'm surprised we didn't see a more dive-friendly map. I mean, Surabas is not bad for the ball comp, but obviously they didn't start it. I'm surprised we didn't just go to like hybrid or something that really just allows them to play or force more of that, more of like the matchup or something we saw. Sort of have such success with on Ilios. This is the last game of the day today. Or when they hit this tectonic shock and caught them early, I thought there was a chance, you know. I thought there was a chance. But honestly, they needed to Ajax Lexa. It was kind of their only play.
我们也说了很多，这张是 CC 的选图，
对，
谁输一张自己的选图，那就很伤。
Let's stream anything next week. Let me remember. Yeah, I'm doing a sponsored stream on
现在 ROC 是2号。
Wednesday.
现在的话
Where we just hang out a bit,
地图也
playing this
是
new
来到
game.
Team CC 的一个选择。我觉得
Then
大家能看出来
let me get my calendar up.
一场其实还是
Cause was there something? I think maybe is there Face It playoffs next week?
遗迹那个小点里面，其实
Maybe I'll do.
我觉得
Maybe on Saturday and Sunday I'll do
真的
Face
是
It
特别
playoffs.
但是我觉得后续有2波技能的节奏
next
就
week
崩掉了，技能没循环起来。那在技能差距如此大情况之下，其实确实很难踩出点的优势。而当 ROC 这边有营帐的
And
时候，
then the week after that we've got OWCS promotion relegation, and then the week after that is the last chance qualifier.
扑的那边他的卢肖相对
Not
比较
TF2.
简单
It's
压缩，然后坦克冲上去，他盖一个营帐，这样就可以了。
然后补伤害。
No, not going to be watching the South American games.
你如果第一时间盖，对面强集火，你有可能盖不出来。
是
Undesirables miss Face It playoffs. No.
他的后排打的最好的地方就是在
No luck.
他的什么时候先
When's the Esports World Cup? It's let me get the graphic up for you, but it's the end of July if I remember right. They have like a pretty good graphic on the Overwatch League website, which is helpful for it. Here we go.
对，
So this is where we are right now. Playoffs for EMEA and North America on Saturday and Sunday. Promotion and relegation 2 weeks after that. Last chance qualifier 1 week after promotion relegation. Then all the way at the end of July, the actual major itself.
是的，还是 ROC 这边的后排线打。
I don't know if I'll watch Saudi League. Need to find out what's going on with it.
老选手的厚重。
Because I think Psycho was saying he was meant to be flying out soon, but we'll see what happens.
哎，这个数据也很明显，因为 CC 一直是扑的，
对，
所以他无论是治疗量还是伤害量肯定都低。
No, relegation promotion is purely for OWCS. So what this game will be, this will be the 2 bottom teams from OWCS. So you know your Dip versus Gorillas and your Frosttails versus the top 2 teams from Face It Masters. This is for EMEA and North America. Yeah, the winner of those of that bracket gets to play in stage 3 of OWCS.
是的，那就只能说 ROC 这张图接的真是好。
Yeah, Esports World Cup is basically the major finals. It's the same as for Hangzhou in terms of its place in the OWCS calendar, except there's more teams at the Esports World Cup this time, so there's 16 teams, so we'll see more regions. Yeah, Vision, I think, are on pretty good. I can get the table up. But if I remember right, I think it's Vision and Arius who are most likely to get out of the Face It playoff. Face It League, South America, OWCS, NA, EMEA. There we go. Yeah, so look at the table. Vision are 14-0. Arius are 13-1. Yeah, seems like they're the two strongest. Obviously, Face It are going to have their own playoffs and stuff, so this order can change. Wait, SRP check is neck and neck, isn't it? Whoa, that's fucking tight for Cloudy Ember boys. Shit. Can they even do it? Have they only got one game left? Are they cooked? Because if they win this, they'll go 8-7, and Dreamlight will be 8-7. But Dreamlight just have better map difference. P-Check versus Dreamlight is tonight. Shit. Who's on the Dreamlight team? Okay, I recognize the backline. I think Centralapan rings a bell as well. But they need other results to go their way as well. But yeah, I think big picture, very much expect Vision to just be stomping Face It Masters. If you wanna know how good some people think Vision Esports are, get ready to watch Uncoachable when it's out later today, because Psycho has a pretty interesting take on just how good they are. Bullsunk is streaming it tonight if you want to watch that. Okay, lovely. Something tells me the funny Ryan team isn't going to be an OWCS this stage. It's looking hard, isn't it? Thank you, Red Redo, for the tier 1. Welcome. I mean, surely Vision Esports will be okay in promotion relegation this time. Surely. Come on. Violet wouldn't drop the ball, would he? Meanwhile, we should lock in, because we're at match point for ROC Esports. We're in best of 5 here. So we're going to Runa Sappy, the choice of Team CC, their final gambit. They have banned the Orisa, and they're going to try and play the bloody Malga again. But with no Orisa, it might feel a bit easier. Going to be Tracer on both sides as well. Expect to see a lot of Tracer this weekend in every region. ROC Esports going to try and swing out point side first as Pineapple goes deep for this. The damage onto Chu as well finished off. Easy kill. Farway has lamped in the back, but both Baptistes have died. Limited healing. It's just a scrap now. Last person standing. Tracer's going to be so deadly in this, and Kaneki's on low HP here. Taejong looking for the takeover. Nails that one. And a good recovery from ROC after losing their BAP so quickly. They'll get the late kill onto Pineapple as well, and they can keep rolling this cart forward. Slow dive is the Vision hit scan. 16% cage charge. It's rough. Okay, no ults really to speak of, because normally it's Windows that charge fastest, but both BAPs were dead before you knew it. Gaga now going to stop the cart at the corner. Bellatrix will mirror in that position, and both teams will slow this down a little bit. Taejong does have a flank, though, trying to force an early lamp out or something. Trades his recall, but doesn't get any cooldowns out in response. Now Pineapple swings with it. Stomp comes in. They force it, but Bellatrix with a good trade. She was on life support after that lamp, but they have to rotate into a deadly area. Gaga's killed too, though. The backline is dead. It's not going to make a difference. And this is volatile. These BAP Lucio backlines are having a hard time living versus the Ram, versus the Malga, versus anything. Versus the Tracer, probably biggest of all. But the trades end up going ROC's way. They'll capture the first checkpoint, and they have a few more ROCs. Look at these window charges. These poor Baptistes. These poor Baptistes. Kaneki going to meet up here with Taejong on the side. Pineapple's going to play the high ground, and Team CC going to stabilize at the choke. But they have to be careful here, because all of the ults are up a little bit quicker from ROC. It's a high noon swing as well, forces the DP. Can they find any kills? They're pushing this Lucio. Pulse Bomb is out, but the lamp is good. Kaneki dies to that one. Player advantage, Dotoo player advantage. They get Dia into that wide position, and he capitalizes. Dink onto Pineapple, forces him back as well. And ROC Esports in cruise control here. Pulse Bomb available. Taejong goes out, sticks it too, forces a lamp out early. Payload's still quite far back, so ROC Esports going to slow it down now. Look for their next ult timing. They're finally going to have this window. They're going to have B Annihilation as well, and the cage is still too far away, so ROC Esports still have ult advantage to snowball with, and Bella's-Ria, he can go through it if he wants to. If they try and TP, Chewer's going to window back later, Lamp, so they can hard peek it. The windows will... Well, I was going to say they cancel each other out, but Gaga has died to this. Disaster. Now they can push forward for free. The slow is going to catch everyone. So much damage here. Pocket is good, but Bella's-Ria is going to keep going. He's forced for Lamp. He has the Annihilation. Taejong's going to get all the kills. Annihilation pop to finish the job. ROC Esports. Foot on the throats right now of Team CC. They stopped Dia getting traded as well. Lexer was traded, but obviously is the fastest back. They have beaten High Noon for this next push, but finally Gargar's going to have this cage. They're slowing it down a little bit, ROC. They're going to pick up Lexer before really committing to the fight. Taejong just marking top left to try and neutralize the Tracer position. Team CC, they need something to start going their way. Wouldn't even be surprised if they swap the Malgaraf in his cage, honestly. He's been having such a hard time. But with the cage, they should have ult advantage in this next fight, but they have to nail this. They don't have a lot more meters to give. They have to start clawing their way back into this. Taejong on the high ground, 11% away from his pulse. Force out, and Lexer's got a kill on Kaneki out of anything. Okay. Chance for ROC Esports now. They're going to get Dia onto the high ground with this High Noon. The chase from Pineapple was on. The overclock is out, but the beat keeps them all safe. Unknown has a much later beat, and they've caged him up on this high ground. Who have they got in the cage? Who have they got in the cage? No one in the cage? Gargar's going to kill Lexer eventually. Unknown still has the beat, but it's an ugly scrap. Bella's-Ria is doing his best KSA impression. He is standing firmly on point, trying to fight this Tracer, but here's Gaga. He's back to save his boy from this, and Bella's-Ria will get finished off. Messy there, but Team CC, the cage just about does enough as they intercept the rotation coastal to the high ground. And Unknown didn't actually use beat, so advantage in terms of ults now for CC. They've still got 5 minutes. They've got time to work with, but they need to start chaining a few fights together. Shield up from Bella's-Ria, trying to poke out this Malga. Window comes out, but the shield is still up from Bella's-Ria, so we can DP quite easily. Form has been forced as well. Maybe they can go aggressive now while Bella's-Ria is low on cooldowns. Form is about to fade. Chance for Gaga to go. He's going to go for the flank, though. High Noon is out. Pulse Bomb is near. Lamp is there. They are so low underneath this lamp, though, but the High Noon still held. Pineapple finds the kill. Beat over top to keep going from Unknown. Finishes the job. Bella's-Ria is going to try and get a desperate trade with this Form, or at least just die on point. Die on point he will do. Team CC convert the ult advantage, and they finally get their first meters on the board. Annihilation coming back for Bella's-Ria, and Team CC are out of ultimate, so they have to... Two choices. Either play it slow, try and farm rails for Pineapple, maybe he gets overclocked, maybe he finds you a pick, something like that, disengage the Annihilation if they commit, or you just double down, go aggressive, send your Malga in. They're going with a flank right now, but Taejong has eyes on this position. We'll be marking the trace from Lucio, keeping ROC Esports in control of the corner. Dia's going to come try and get involved in that flank there, but Gargar's close as well. Here comes the Tracer through. Nice dink from far away, forces an immediate recall. So no progress for ROC right now. They're still battling away inside. Team CC won't mind this because they were behind on ultimates. Nearly got an overclock now for Pineapple. They can try and force some of these ults out on the back foot. Recall has been forced. Charge goes in from Gaga. They're going to try and make space for Pineapple. He slides into the backline. He hits for Sean Tadia. He hits a second. He's off the edge. Pineapple free if you include himself. And now Bella's-Ria can't use the Annihilation. Lexer didn't get it. Huge play from Pineapple. And that's going to be checkpoint for CC. Opening a chance back into it. ROC Esports still have a lot of ults coming back, but they missed their chance to use it there. Now Gargar's going to have the cage, and even with Annihilation and beat, that's a lot of survivability, but a cage and a window damage to try and finish the kills, that's not straightforward even with these ults from ROC Esports to survive. They're going to slow it down again. Team CC still need to wait for Pineapple to get back in the fight, remember. Kaneki's going to swap over to the left-hand side. Does have a pulse bomb opportunity, but everyone's on high ground, so he doesn't really have anyone to pulse bomb right now. ROC Esports are trying to take this side fight, push all the way from the high ground to the low ground, but they have to be careful because Gaga can cage him if they come too close. Gaga thinks the same. He's actually chasing him. He's got the cage onto it. Beat comes out from Lenza, catches everyone. Unknown still needs 10%. Pulse bomb over the top. They kill Chu. Both supports are going to fall. No Baptiste. Belosria Annihilation stuck in the corner, but Gaga's got him on the back foot. They're getting kills on the low ground as well. Unknown has the beat if they need it, but Belosria, he simply can't win against the Malga. Gonna run for the Mega now. The trades will limit the progress a little bit from CC, but the ult trade is perfect for them. They are right back in this. Window available. Beat advantage for CC. Unknown just... Oh no, don't crash now. No! Come on, clean feed. Come on, clean feed. No! Wait, it's back, it's back. Come on! Boost! Boost! Not right now. Hold on, hold on, hold on. Loading, loading, loading. Fuck! Come back! Fuck! Hold on, I'm getting the other thing up. Hold on, hold on, hold on. Oh wait, OBS dies as well? Can you still hear me, YouTube? Oh, we're back. YouTube, can you hear me? Oh, fuck, it's all dead. No! Not like this. YouTube is good. All right, let me try and get the stream for you back up on YouTube then. Hold on, hold on. Oh. Fuck. Billy, Billy. Oh, 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 oh. Where am I going? Where am I going? Billy, Billy. Load, load, load. Load, load, load. Load, load, load. Fuck. Load? Is it down for anyone else, or is it just me? Oh, maybe it's just slow. On air now. Go. Is that over? It's so slow. I feel like it's not my internet, though, because the YouTube stream has stayed fine. Just me? What is it, then? Because has the YouTube stream been, fine? As in, like, YouTube stream's not, like, been laggy or anything like this? Ah. Over? Fuck. Sorry, guys. I don't know what happened. My OBS still refuses to let me reconnect to Twitch. It's always Billy Billy I have issues with. It's not a speed problem, because it's just Billy Billy. There's something about, like, I guess my ISP and Billy Billy that just causes problems. Yeah, YouTube has been perfect. Yeah, that's what I mean. I don't think it's a speed issue. Because if it was a speed issue, YouTube would have experienced some kind of lag or some kind of, you know, whatever. But it was OBS was the only thing complaining. Yeah. So, I don't know. For whatever reason, my connection to Billy Billy just seems dodgy. Or really inconsistent. But I don't know. You have some add-ons that break it? I mean, I have a multi-streaming add-on. Am I back on Twitch? I don't think I am. I mean, my OBS says I'm not connected on Twitch. Let's see. Stream. Let's see. I am? Hold on. My Twitch... Oh, fuck me. What's happening? My Twitch is also being a little bit buggy now. Twitch is back. Yeah, if I show you... Like, if I show you my OBS... my OBS insists we're not connected. Yeah, like, OBS is saying we're not connected. I was for a second. Yeah, but problem is... When I've had this problem with OBS before, the only way to fix it is to restart OBS. But if I restart OBS, obviously YouTube goes down as well. So we go from just having one stream to having no streams. So yeah, I mean, honestly, if anyone has a fix, because it's just like OBS disconnects and then it just says I can't reconnect. Like, if I show you, can I... Wait, if I just do... you'll get, like, an infinite thing. Where's my screen share? Like, if I show you this... Like, this is what my OBS says right now, you know? Like, just that we're not streaming, we're not connected. Normally there's information here. Yeah, the game's over, Foreside. But I don't know if there's a way to fix this. So, I don't know. I guess that's just the end of a stream, really. Which is annoying that we missed the end of it. Am I back again? I mean, yeah. Like, who knows what my Twitch is doing, but the only way to fix my Twitch is to restart it. And if the games are done, then the games are done. Gaga died 99 to Cage. Fuck. I think it's a common bug with the multi-stream add-on. Yeah, I mean, this happened, like, very rarely before, but not very often. But I don't know if there's... I don't know if there's anything that's causing it in particular, or if it's just... It just happens, you know? It's just a randomly occurring bug, and we just have to sort of run the gauntlet. But obviously, it's pretty rubbish for all the, for the viewers. Pretty at least here, though.
ROC 这边更多的是一个保迪亚的体系，可以看到坦克位以及辅助位更多都是围绕着这一卡西迪去做事情。那他这种在没有吃到额外资源的一个情况之下，自己单走能做这么多的事儿，所以真的是很厉害的一件事。真的能靠自己。其实今天这场就是。
Alright, so I guess that's just the end of the stream. Sorry, that's like a really anticlimactic end now. But let me show you. I can show you what we're working with. Show you what we're working with. That's our top two teams confirmed. ROC Esports secure their spots at the Esports World Cup. Team CC are going to fight again tomorrow against Zones in the lower bracket, as well as Milk Tea getting another shot at Little Sheep. They'll battle that out. We'll also get the upper bracket final, where ROC will be another team who will attempt to take a map of Weibo, who are really looking for a golden stage here in China, as they are still without a map loss. So we'll be back for that tomorrow. I'll try and look into a little bit into the issues, see if I can like Google the bug or find that. Uncoachable will be coming out after this as well. Give it like an hour or so, because I just need to get it up on Spotify as well. But it will be up there, so go check that out as well. And I'll see you all tomorrow for hopefully a smoother finish, eh? Hopefully a smoother finish. All right, take care, everyone. I'll see you next time.